Here we go. This is the Oz report for November 9th, 2024. And as always, let's go into the game client and start talking about Plex and Plex adjacent items. Now, we got to start with skill extractors because skill extractors are, are 2-for-1 again in the real cash store. And that is just a massive sale. It's one of the best value sales if you're ready to spend real cash. So even if you don't need the skill extractors, if you just buy them, sell them for ISK, buy Plex, and then sub, it's a very, 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 very good deal. And you can get your sub price down with it a lot. And so, go check that out if you are ready to spend real cash. The prices have dropped about 10%, 15%, skill extractors. So also this is a very good investment. Right now, if you have large amounts of cash lying around, skill extractors are incredibly liquid, right? So if you want to go and make an investment, it should probably take about, historically speaking, 3 to 4 months to recover. But it can be a huge investment because you can liquidate large amounts of ISK very quickly there. So skill extractor sale is quite big. Plex is the in-game graph is messed up once again because Outlier screws this up, but you can see that Plex is down from its very, very high point that we saw a couple of weeks ago. Overall, it's trading 17% about 52-week average, so it's big, but not huge. It's definitely slowed down a little bit, and it's good that the new extractor sale is not in the new Eden store, but in the real cash store. Large skill injectors are down for 5%. This is big. And you know why? Because a lot of the skill farms, they need to take advantage of the skill extractor sale because that's what they live on. That's how they ensure their profitability. Because right now, if you just go by the 12-month Plex subscription, skill farming is not profitable. So they do rely on the skill extractor sale to make it profitable. And if they want to buy the skill extractors, they need to sell their product, which is large skill injectors. And that's why here we have a pretty significant drop in the large skill injector price because skill farms are selling them. Also a good time right now to buy skill injectors if you want them. 8.18 buy price is very, very cheap. So go out and do that. Now, master ROM cerebral accelerators, they are still too expensive, even the place where they are right now. But I've said that a lot in previous iterations of the Oz report, so don't, we won't cover them today. Let's move over to our Oz report dashboard over here. You can see, or actually, let's look at macro levels first. Raw materials up 5%. Reason for that is that Metanox moon mining is now getting more expensive again by 2 patches that CCP brought out, and so you would expect prices to be rising again for a little bit. Still, they're 16% under 52-week average, so still moon materials overall quite cheap as a result of the introduction of Metanox moon mining in Equinox. Other than that, Rogue drone components up 18%. That is quite big, and glass cup materials up 4%, but they are coming from a very, very low level. Mutaplasmids are up 20%, and we see a lot of the mutaplasmids out in the trending up section as well. You see the unstable ballistic control system mutaplasmid and the unstable stasis webifier mutaplasmid. Both of these are up 30%, and the reason for that is that CCP introduced changes to mutaplasmids, and these your shitty rolls are now worth something because you can turn them essentially into dust. I don't know what CCP is actually calling it, but it's basically turning them into magic dust that you can then use again. And so the shitty rolls on mutaplasmids are not worthless anymore, and that's why people are snatching them up in the market. And they're essentially worth more. They're going to go up across the board because most mutaplasmids are now worth more than they were before. Also, interesting here is the Dracovac. The Dracovac is pretty much gone from the market, as is the Leshak. The Leshak, 90% of the market supply gone. The Dracovac, 80% gone. And this, I'm speculating here, but has to be have to do with the Parchment changes. Possibly the new expansion nodes introduced a a lot of changes to Podven, and apparently somebody thought it was a good idea to buy up all the shacks and Dracovex. I haven't figured out why. You guys can help me figure that out in the comments or in Twitch chat, but Leshaks and Dracovex are gone, and the Dracovac has increased also 80% in price. So that's pretty large. Both of them have almost none left in the market, and so that also explains what we're seeing. For example, the raging electrical filaments here up 20%. I think people are going to run some Triglavian, some abyssal space to make some of that back. Pyrite up 20%. Maxilon almost gone in the market. Those are results from additional from the Metanox mining. Metanox mining is different from active mining, is that it doesn't have some of these additional products that are byproducts of moon mining, and so these are now bottlenecked in the EVE economy. We saw this earlier in our discussion with Angry Mustache on the MER, that these are now part of the reason that we have an all-time high on the mineral price index. There's just basic minerals are not in a good place. They're not as available, and where they are available, they're difficult to mine. And so, basic minerals, definitely there needs to be something needs to happen there, because the prices are out of whack. If we look at what's trending down this week, oxygen isotopes, for example, and also other ice products, they're finally coming down, and the reason for that is that the big part of the Goon move up is over, and they were buying up a ton of these oxygen isotopes to move their capitals, and so expect those to come back down. If you're still holding them, condolences, or try to get rid of them quickly. Same with a bunch of the industrial and just industrial and freighting ships like the RIA here. You see right here, the RIA freighter down 13%. Other than that, if we look at Hypercores, there's another very interesting change here. Hypercores, I probably don't have to remind many of you, because a lot of you are invested in this. We had the 2-for-1 in September, and the price just dropped out, and then there was a massive opportunity here to invest, and a lot of you did. It's a much higher impact than the previous Hypercore sale, and so now there's simply too many in the system, and we're seeing a drop now in the last week. And to me, this just signals that a lot of people got tired of waiting and now are jumping on the skill extractor sale as an alternative investment that might be paying off better. And so, this is either very bad for you if you're holding a ton of them, or it's an opportunity if you want to buy some more. So, either way, I think up or down, it's always an opportunity for traders. So just pick the side that you wanna be on. Yeah. Other than that, I think that's about it. Plex, there's still not enough Plex. We're gonna buy more Plex. I think we have people spending real cash now on skill extractors, but there's still not enough Plex in the system. And so, if you have stockpiles, go and check them into the market. But I also don't blame you for holding on to them, because they've been doing quite well as an investment. All right. That's it for the Oz Report on November 9th, 2024. And we're going to return to the regular stream. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.